To add is about partnership. Partnership is key. When we look at the challenges of the country, the challenges that the continent is facing, no institution alone can address those problems. And the first step of the solution, the first step to get to a solution is partnership. Partnership is very critical. And that's why today we are very proud to building this partnership with CUK, and then we look forward, to start all these program for students, the program for the SACCOs, the program for the SMEs that the Chancellor mentioned earlier. Thank you. So we are here today to sign this MoU with CUK, and CUK, as we know, is a premier institution in terms of e-learning in Kenya and also in the continent. So what are we trying to achieve through this partnership? Is to be able to support job creation, economic development in Kenya. And at the core of job creation and economic development, we have the MSMEs. MSMEs, they represent 90% of the private businesses in Kenya, and they employ more than 50% of the workers. So but those SMEs, they have two main challenges: access to capital, access to human resources. And then we believe that today with this partnership, we will be able to support those SMEs, and the support will come at three levels. The first level is working with the financial institution, mainly the SACCOs. And today the SACCOs, they are part of the cooperative movement, and we are also joining this movement as AGF. So what type of support can we bring to the SACCOs as the financial institution? And secondly, what support can we bring to the SMEs that will get funding from those SACCOs? And then lastly, what support can we bring to the students of the university, because they are the main source of employment for these companies? Thank you. My name is Jules Ngankam. I'm the CEO of the African Guarantee Fund. So as AGF, we are trying to bridge the SME financing gap across the continent. So we do that by providing guarantees, so we de-risk the exposure that the financial institution, mainly the bank, they take as they provide funding as they are lending to the SMEs. But we also do provide technical assistance to build skills of those financial institutions as well as the SMEs. So today we have signed guarantees in 45 countries in Africa, and we have been able to unlock close to $6 billion of funding to the SMEs. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Bernard Chitunga, Chancellor, Co-operative University of Kenya, and we continue to thank the President of the Republic, His Excellency President William Ruto, for according us an opportunity to serve together with very experienced and able leadership here at the university, led by the University Council Chair, Dr. Bundi, who is here, and the council members also together with us, and the University Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngamau Kamau, together with the management members who are here with us. And during installation, we spoke about a cooperative stimulus program. We understand that as a university, we have a mandate to empower communities, and a mandate on cooperative education. And therefore, as a national cooperative institution, we have a responsibility to support the cooperative movement across the country. And therefore, our discussion as a council, as a University Management Board, and our office, the Office of the Chancellor, we have agreed to scale up our efforts to support the cooperative movement. And we are so pleased and privileged to have a leading development financial institution on this continent, the Africa Guarantee Fund, whose footprint is more than 45 countries. And therefore, the presence of Mr. Jules Ngakam here as the CEO and the team, with the work that they do in de-risking financial institutions so that they can lend to SMEs, the work that they do on technical assistance and capacity building, they are the right partner. So for us, as we sign this MoU, this Memorandum of Cooperation, We are looking at a leading development financial institution on the continent and the premier cooperative university in Kenya and on the continent to come together to co-create programs that will strengthen the SACCOs, cooperative institutions, and be able to contribute. Today we say 40 to 45% of the GDP of Kenya is contributed by this movement. But this cooperation has to scale it up, and now our faculty, our students will benefit immensely from the footprint of Africa Guarantee Fund, and through those research, through those programs, I think the continent and the country will really benefit. So we are excited and we are so honored and we say grateful to Mr. Jules and Africa Guarantee Fund and to the board of Africa Guarantee Fund for ratifying. And we are also grateful to the government of Kenya, the Ministry of Education, and the Attorney General for ratifying this cooperation so that we can continue on the Chancellor's Legacy Program immediately. Thank you. Yes, so this cooperative stimulus program is under the finance facility, which we shall be establishing, and the Council has already approved, which we call Cooperative Innovation and Entrepreneurship Finance Facility. So this finance facility, as we work with DFIs like AGF, we roll out cooperative stimulus program, and we are looking also working with AGF under this finance facility to do the investment forum of cooperatives so that we get our cooperatives and SACCOs attract investors. And AGF has experience on investment forums. On the second layer, we are looking to work with partners on build, operate, and transfer. Our country has limited fiscal space. Country does not have enough money. And also as a university, we don't have that money to support our infrastructure. So we are going out there to build a coalition of partners who can help us on build, operate, and transfer. And finally, because most of our cooperatives are also in the agriculture space, and we have identified horticulture as a sector, as a value chain that needs a lot of research, that needs a lot of investment in terms of advisory services. So the university, we are proposing to work with Cabinet and the President to be able to incubate a horticulture center that will not only be for Kenya, but for the continent as an intergovernmental agency. So that's what we are looking for, and therefore AGF has stepped forward as the first partner to partner with us on this very noble journey. And I'm grateful to the University Council and the university management who have taken this boldly, and they have already started to process and to approve some of these initiatives so that we take them to Cabinet for further processing and for implementation. Yeah. So Kenya is a young nation, a country with young people, and young people, including myself, you know, I'm just 1 year older than that UN bracket of 35. We are strategically impatient, and the young people of this country are just that. They're just asking questions because they want to move. But as we ask those questions, we need to work within a context. We need to work, the energy of young people must be leveraged with the experience of those who have walked the pathway. And we thank the President and we thank the government, right? Because they have to sit back and listen to young people and be able to listen to the other people. But as a chancellor and having been given a privilege by the President, right, and seated at this without political patronage and without even the President, you know, knowing this face apart from looking at the bio and the profile, is that they are people listening to you. So as young people, let's continue to do what we do. Let's continue to ask the questions respectfully, and let's continue to work within the context and the spaces that we have, and together, brick by brick, we will be there. It may take long, but we will be there. We will be there. Yeah. So horticulture today, 4 million, horticulture today in Kenya brings in 166 billion, right? And supports 4 million Kenyans across the whole sector. And therefore the question we were asking, can this be expanded? 166 for horticulture, and it's the value chain that we pride in. I think we can do much more for this. That's why we are saying we just need to add more expertise into it. We need to add more advisory into it. We need to organize it more better. We need to get our scientists looking at those varieties and all that. We need to get our students working in those fields. We need to get the cooperatives around horticulture, you know, more organized, more strengthened, you know, linked to markets very well, so that the whole chain is all organized. But the major thing that we said is horticulture in this part of the world is the only value chain without a publicly funded research and advisory entity. And a university like this can do much. So the university will give birth to an institution where the university will be part of to support that value chain. I think it's just again to say thank you. Thank you, because Kenya is giving an opportunity for such institutions and Africa Guarantee Fund to be able to do more. So we just encourage, as we continue to work, that universities and our universities can be able to partner with players in the industry, so that when the industry meets academia, then that is what now we are calling research for the next generation, because practicabilities and the theory meets, and then we can be able to continue like that, unless Jules has something to close on it.
Exchange the document.
Sign first and then.
The two first will join in. The middle. Exchange the document. Just hold it like this.
You can just exchange.
You can just hold them like this, Prof, and then look forward. Thank you very much. Prof, shikia hapa chini ndio jina inaonekana. Then we'll do the interview now. Shikia hapa. We provide some seats for all of us that we can do the press.
start now.
So we'll take some comments from the Chancellor about this MoU and the plans we have now that you've been installed as second Chancellor of the university. It's got an intro and what's there for us in the future. So just those quick people.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The team at the back, just stand where you are, don't move. Smile. 1, 2, and smile. There we go. There you go. 1, 2, and smile. Are you okay, Misha? Change please. The rest of us can just shake hands. So we do some congratulations. Even the team at the back can shake hands.
Sawa.
Good to go. We'll do an interview within our